Yeah, that. For you.
I don't want it.
Yeah, we gave it to the water district, get that to yours. So you know we are live.
Okay. All right, I will call the sanitary district meeting to order. Everyone stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call, please. It's
Mr. Gambala? Here. Mr. Kmetz?
Here.
Mr. Setlak?
Here.
Ms. Sims-Smearshak?
here.
And I am present. And Wayne Pondinas?
Here.
Okay, you have a full board to constitute a meeting and quorum.
All righty, and for the approval of minutes, I will entertain a motion for the approval of the May 19th, 2020 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Hearing a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing no one opposed, motion carries. New business. At this time, I'd like to defer to the town manager in reference to a new item that's come upon us in reference to some sanitary work that needs to get done.
Okay, so you are referring to the US 41 utility relocation project, I assume?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what this is a project that's necessary in order to prepare for a larger INDOT project on US 41. This project would extend from 97th down to about 103rd. On the east side of the road, that's necessary to move a sanitary line in order to make way for improvements that are being made for the roadway. And it is within a TIF district, but the redevelopment commission and town administration are requesting that the sanitary district take up the contract for this project since it is a sanitary project. It's the relocation of a sanitary line. And I believe that Clerk Treasurer Hernandez and other members of the Redevelopment Commission and myself are all in agreement that the funds necessary to complete that project are available within the sanitary district's coffers. And so basically what needs to happen is the Redevelopment Commission they accepted bids at their previous meeting. They awarded the bid to Grimmer Construction last night in the amount of $333,000. I don't have the exact number in front of me, I apologize. $333,699
$699.
even. And it would be necessary basically for the sanitary district to approve that contract once that's received. We have it in draft form and I'll forward that to you so you have it. But maybe at the next meeting, that the sanitary district could take up the approval of the actual payment for the contract. It'll be signed by it can be signed by both the Redevelopment Commission and the sanitary district as owners. But the intention would be then for that to be paid for through the sanitary district.
Okay, and it
So,
will need to be on
I
next
know
month's.
Mr. Schilling is here to add to that if you'd like, if necessary, as the chair of the Redevelopment Commission.
If you guys have any questions.
Does anyone have any questions?
This is strictly sewer project, right?
This aspect of the project is,
And it says water main and sanitary sewer relocation.
to my knowledge, this is all sewer main relocation.
I see on it where it says abandoned 2 water mains, but it's really hard to read, but it doesn't say anything about a new water main.
No, there's no relocation of the,
My question then is, there's no money that's allocated in this project then for water,
it's my understanding that this is solely for the purpose of the relocation of the sanitary line.
just the way the drawings are labeled.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and I do have one question. I'm a little concerned why this is just now coming before us when this project, the project engineer has had these, and I was under the understanding it was a stormwater line, not a sanitary line.
There's another section of the project that is being done on US 41 that involves a stormwater line. It's not this project.
Okay.
There's another section that's to the south, farther to the south.
Because this is the first we're hearing about this
Correct.
major project coming
Initially,
before this board.
Correct, and that initially came to the redevelopment commission.
Okay.
And it was the request of the administration that this be brought before the sanitary district for consideration of the payment of that contract. So
Yeah,
yes,
there's no problem with the
this is the
consideration,
first
just
time.
for budgetary purposes and everything,
Yeah.
it would have been nice if we would have had a little bit more notice on this,
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I apologize for the late notice, when we were reviewing the bids, that's when I realized it was a sanitary sewer, and, they brought it up to the redevelopment commission, we had already opened the bids, After the fact, we realized that it should have been come out of the sewer fund, yeah, I apologize for the late notice on it, but
and it's not inappropriate for it to come out of the TIF fund, it's just that the administration requested that we consider taking this out of the sanitary funds instead, because it is a sanitary sewer project.
Yeah.
There's sufficient funds in there without having a problem in another area. I know we're still paying down a bond issue on the force main.
Yeah,
Terrible. And
we've reviewed that, and we believe that there are sufficient funds available for that.
And then, I know the town attorney has already reviewed the bid documents and everything's
Correct.
in order on that.
Correct.
So,
This
okay.
didn't have to be on the agenda for public hearing or anything.
Next
It
month.
could be next, it could be done next month. This is basically as a courtesy to you to let you know that this is
The
coming.
only concern I had is approving that much money without it even being on the agenda.
Right, and it's because of the short notice that you received that we're not asking you to approve it tonight. It's just, we wanted to make sure we discussed it this evening.
Is there a reason it didn't come up any sooner? I
I
mean,
just-
isn't this due to the
I ju-
widening of 41?
yeah, that's the widening of 41.
Right, and I just explained that this was originally going to be a redevelopment commission project, and it was requested that this be switched over to the sanitary district.
So they knew the
We've known
sewer,
about this project and been working about this project for some time, but
they
it's
knew
been,
the sanitary line was there. They were just gonna pay it under the redevelopment.
that was the initial idea, but then, like we said,
Okay.
we were requested to transfer that to the sanitary district.
Did you say it's on the west side?
It's on the east side.
East side?
On the
Okay.
east side, between 97th and 103rd.
Any other comments or questions relative to this new business? Okay. Next item, reports and correspondence. There is none at this time. And we will move on to the payment of bills. We have two separate dockets. The first docket is the sanitary district docket dated June 16th in the amount of $24,711.32. Entertain a second?
I'll say one thing. The copies I have don't show our names. It shows the council names for signature people. Is that just a mistake?
The docket will be correct.
The docket is correct.
The
That's
docket will be
just
correct.
The email version always comes
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
He knows.
The docket will be correct. And that's the
Okay.
one we signed.
So
So-
the only question I have, Beth, can we have
Pass that to.
this voucher? I know the one line item that I questioned. Can we have more detail on there?
Yeah.
Where we have the
No, like on
SD
the actual
commissioners?
docket itself.
Yeah.
So, Rob had sent me an email and asked, and it was interesting because I had to ask about it too. If you look at your commissioner line item, it shows roughly
We have to wait till
$4,000, but you're on your quarterly pay, but
it's
you
okay,
guys
whatever.
each get $250 each quarter, so it doesn't amount to $4,000. What happens is, on the APV itself, the description only picks up the first item, if that makes sense. So the APV would have maybe like commissioners, health insurance, perf, FICA Medi, and something else. And so when it all kind of merges together to create the docket, it only pulls the first line item off the APV. So that's why on your docket, you're gonna see that it says sanitary district commissioners only. So I have requested that my payroll clerk gonna be a little bit more work on their end, but they're gonna have to individually enter each item as a separate APV. So that's what they're gonna end up doing going forward. And then that way it'll list it out each individually, and it won't kind of merge it all together into one, because it is a little misleading when you look at it that way.
Thank you.
I think I sent you the way it looked on
Yeah.
the APV, so that should correct that that
So
problem
next,
going
next quarter, we'll get the correction.
Yeah, actually on your next meeting, because it happens for all the different pay items, so not just for commissioners. It's just more noticeable for commissioners because it's only paid quarterly. So on your next docket, you may just see some more line items under the payroll section, because it's going to divide it out further, if that can make sense.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
All right, so we have a motion on the floor.
I'll second.
Okay, hearing a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Moving on, the wastewater docket in the amount of $431,264.24. Do I hear a motion?
I'm sorry, who seconded the last one? There was some conversation. I missed who seconded the last.
I did.
Rich?
Thank you.
Rob?
Rob Kmetz.
Yeah,
The other Rich.
that's all right.
Thanks.
Get confused all the time.
All right. So we have the wastewater docket hanging out there for $431,264.24. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Okay. Mr. Gambala made the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Rob, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. There will be no public comment. We having none submitted to us ahead of time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye.